In this video, let's see how we can use ICommand to handle simple click events of the button. We will not use code behind to handle any of the event listener of the button. So since we have to use ICommand, let's follow MVVM design pattern, which is a famous design pattern for WPF projects. For that, we have this main window and we need to have one view model for this window, and we have to bind or attach the data context of this window to the view model. And we'll also have one command class which will implement iCommand and will bind that command class to the uh, clickable button which we'll be having in this window. First, let's have that button in this view. We have the button now. Let's create a view model for this window. Add new item, create a new class, main window, view model. So now the job is to wire this view model to this view. There are a few approaches to do this. For now, let's attach the data context of this window as the view model which I just created in the code behind. So now this view has access to all the fields and properties in this view model. Now let's have the command class which should implement iCommand. I'll call it as save command and implement iCommand interface and implement all the methods which we need to implement. So CanExecute will be called, and whether the control should be enabled or disabled, it is based on this CanExecute method. Execute method will be used when we click on that control. For now, let's show a simple message box which says save success. And for now, let's always enable that button. I have this iCommand, which should be a public class. Inside this view model, let's have one property so that we can bind that property to the control which we have in view. The property type should be iCommand. Inside the constructor, let's initialize that with the save command which implements iCommand. So now the job is done. I have binded the data context of this main window to this main window view model. I have created one command and instantiated with the save command which implements iCommand. The button is always true, it's always enabled, and when I click on that button, a message box should be visible. Let's run this project. So if I click on save, nothing is happening. That's because in the view, I have not binded the property which I have in my view model. So let's bind that now. The property I have in my view is in my view model is the save command. So it's binded now. Let's run the project. If I click on save, we can see a message box which says save success that we have in the save command class. So this is the simple approach of utilizing a save command in the view instead of using the event listeners in the code behind.